we're just going to call them what they are, tips when you're starting a new world in Enshrouded or when you're starting in the game. Just a couple things that I just found that were like really, really, really useful. So we'll start at number 1 here, which is the wand. This is like, it's 2 bones. If you go to crafting, wand, you just need 2 bones, which you get basically off of anything that you kill. And the reason this is valuable is because it's a ranged weapon that has no ammo restrictions. The staff you have to fill with ammo. The bow you have to constantly deal with ammo. String is hella annoying to get a hold of. Our second tip is cooking. Now, I probably like you have assumed cooking was pretty simple, or food was pretty simple. Eat said thing and it gives you health. Because there's no health or water meter in this game. You don't it's survival light in that regard. But you do have different buff uses based off of what you eat. A lot like Valheim, if you've ever played Valheim. The thing to consider, you go under character and status tabs, you can see you only have 3 food effects available at any one time. So you can only eat 3 things that will give you a food effect. I would recommend wolf meat because when you eat this, it gives you 2 constitution. It like doubles your health, which is really awesome. And then obviously the intelligence is helpful for if you're using a wand. Corn strength if you're going more attack. I use purple berries all the time for health regen. Later you can dry them and get like a better whatever. But honey gives you stamina recharge, which makes your stamina, because your main way of travel is using your stamina. This makes it recharge quite a bit faster. It doesn't seem like I can cook it. There may be something later on down the line that you can use it for, but I definitely recommend grilled wolf meat, berries, and honey for sure. My third tip will involve us having to take off for a second. And that tip is to break stuff. All of this yields some kind of resource. A lot of it will be wood, but you can get scrap metal and so on and so forth. You just break this stuff up and you're just going to get little bits of loot. There's some water, there's some string, there's some torn cloth, there's some logs. You can see there's a plenty good benefit just in breaking a handful of things. I didn't even really go that hard. Let me jump to another location. Aside from these guys giving you a fair amount of scrap, 1 to 3, I think 3 is the most I've seen. Yeah, or some meat and stuff. You can also alternatively destroy one of these things. This is just like a campfire. And there's always a handful of scrap there as well. And that's just for metal scrap, which will also come into another use point here in just a second. All right, another tip that I would recommend is build an extra flame altar, but a flame altar only costs 5 stone. And the benefit here is, let's say you're just in an area that, you know, there's no fast travel points around, but you need to bank all your stuff or whatever. You can throw down a flame altar and then leave, and then, you know, travel away. You have to obviously find a space for it. Hit your map, fast travel home, drop all your junk off. Here's another little quick, if you have your stuff organized really well, you can quick drop off samey items by this Shift R deposit stacks option, just as a little side thing. And then if you will need to, you can fast travel back to that other location. So this just helps you move around in the beginning. There's not a lot of really great fast travel options in the beginning, and even when you do unlock them, they're still kind of far from certain things. You can have a certain amount. I think at flame level 1 you get 2. Yeah, you get 2, but if you get to flame level 2 you get 4 of them. So you can have a couple around and then you leave them activated. And then when you need to deactivate it, you can mute the flame, and then you can just extinguish the flame. And in 30 seconds, this is just going to disappear. And just like that, it's gone. So you don't have to worry about it anymore. And then we'll call it a final tip. I don't have a set number here, but just another easy early game. If you're just starting this game out tip, build before you do anything, travel to the next mission, whatever, build yourself the glider and the grappling hook ASAP. The shroud wood's really, you just dip your toes in the shroud down at the end of the where the under the bridge. Get yourself a couple wood, get yourself some spores. You need 10 for the grappling hook, you need 2 for the glider, and then animal fur and strings easy to get a hold of. The metal scraps is probably the hardest one. And I recommend, this is the general starting area they want you to go to. And if you travel up over here, there's this little spot that's a little hard to get up. This location right here. You'll climb up all this nonsense. And I believe you can make that jump and climb up this way. So you don't need the glider or the grappling hook to get here. And then once you're here, there's generally 2 enemies. I believe I've killed them both already. Yeah, there's a dude who shoots 3 arrows at you and a wolf. But all of these things have some scrap metal in them. Not this one, I guess. There's like one here that'll have scrap metal. There's like another here that may have scrap metal. And then you can alternatively destroy all this stuff, and there's probably some more. There you go. There's some metal scraps. So yeah, that's my early game tips. I don't know, nothing fancy here. Not really a tips channel, but thought these things would help anyone who's just starting out. I know, like I said, when I started playing, I kind of went in, dry, and then now I kind of have a better understanding, and just right out the gate, these were the things I did at first, so I assumed they would be really good tips for anyone just starting out. I super recommend this game. It's amazing. I don't know what else to say about it from there. This is my second character. All right, have fun. Thanks, or whatever. Bye. Peace.